Today we're going through the trigonometric identities worksheet. So we've got two of these that we're going to work through. The plan is just to sort of get them done as we can. And you'll find this skill is a lot of what we've done in exercise 4F. So 4F was over 3 exercises. It was 4F.1, 4F.2 and 4F.3. And I've said this is the crux of the unit. If you went and had a look at the practice test, you'd see pretty much this is the only skill that's in there. Okay? Now, when I write the test, I'm going to put a few more things in there, but this is the main skill that we need to have. And what it is it's like I've described to you, it's the rearrangement and manipulation of trigonometric ratios to come up with what the answer is telling us to come up with. So this one, for instance, says, prove that sec of x, take tan x, sine x, equals 1 on sec x. So I might just go through the first problem here just to get your mind ticking over it, and then you guys can have a bit of a go. Okay, so when we're approached with a problem like this, we've got a goal in mind, which is quite useful. And I've said what we can do is we can start with the left-hand side, and we're going to try and manipulate it until we get it to equal the right-hand side. Or we can even manipulate both sides alongside one another until we find that they're equal to one another. We just have to demonstrate that they're the same. It doesn't matter which way we go about it. So let's start with the left-hand side. We've got sec of x, take tan x. I'm going to just write it out again, because this is the question, and then this is my first statement. This is the left-hand side, take tan x times sine x. And then what we're going to do is we're going to express it as we're going to express it, rather than being in terms of reciprocal functions, we're going to try and express them all in sine, cos and tan. And that's going to help us a bit. So sec of x is 1 on sine of x. Okay? And then we have take away tan x is sine x on top of cos x. And that's multiplied by sine of x. Okay, so we have sine x times sine x.
Sec x is 1
So thank you. 1 on cos x. Okay. So then what we've got is at the top here, we're going to have 1 take sine squared. So it's 1 on cos x, take sine squared on cos x. And then we can see these have the same denominator. They have the same denominator. And so we're going to write them over the same denominator. And 1 take sine squared of x simplifies to cos squared of x. Okay? And cos squared of x on top of cos x simplifies to cos of x at the top of the fraction. Okay, so that's our left-hand side. We've manipulated that to be cos of x. Let's have a look at our right-hand side over here. We've got 1 on sec of x. Okay, now sec of x is 1 on cos x. So we've got 1 divided by 1 on cos x. Okay. And like the way I've told you guys to think about it is it's 1 divided by 1 on cos x. You can think about it as 1 on top of 1, on top of 1 on top of cos x. AD on BC. It's cos x on 1, which is cos of x, which is the left-hand side. So we've demonstrated the left-hand side, you manipulate it, you get cos of x. The right-hand side, you manipulate it, you get cos of x. Left-hand side equals right-hand side. So those are the kind of skills that we're using. Okay? All of the identities that you need, they're sort of all on that formula sheet. Right at the start there, trigonometric identities. They're going to be the ones that you're using. What's the advice I can give you? Okay, you can manipulate both sides like I've done here. So reciprocal trig ratios we express in terms of sine and cos. Tan we express in terms of sine and cos. We want to perform fraction operations. We want to try and simplify and bring things together. So that's what we're doing to do a bit of this. So let's give it a go. Let's see how we go. And if you get stuck on any, I'll have a go on the board. All right.
I'll just keep this one on this page.
The more you do, the better you get at it. Thank you, Nick.
That's all right.
Press the stop.